Hey, it's Joey for Digital DJ Tips, and I'm pretty excited to show you the latest version of Beatport Pro. Beatport Pro is a music organizing app for DJs, and it's got some pretty powerful search functions that let you filter out your entire collection to really zero in on your tracks. Let's take a look. Now, I'm one of the most disorganized people I know. Case in point, all of my downloads, regardless of file format, reside in my Downloads folder. What kind of DJ does that, right? Thankfully, I've seen the light. If you're like me, or if you're struggling to tame your growing digital music collection, here's a technique that should get you started in fixing your library using Beatport Pro. They say it takes 21 days of daily repetition to make something a habit. So, it's a good thing that what I'm going to show you today is pretty quick, simple, and most importantly, repeatable. Step 1. Start small and create a playlist with a handful of songs at first. Doing so will get you acquainted with Beatport Pro without having to go through the hassles of removing duplicates and erroneous files you have lurking in your hard drive. I've made one already called, surprise surprise, EDM. In it, I've dragged songs that I want included in the list. You can see that they all have neatly formatted data over here on the right, as I've already synced them with Beatport. Syncing your tracks with Beatport is the best way to get accurate metadata for your tracks, and here's how you do it. Let's try it with a track. I'll choose this one. Drag it onto the screen. It's just displaying this because I've already imported this into my library previously, but anyway, once loaded, you can find some information in some of the fields, but they're not complete. There isn't even any album artwork. To populate these fields, just click on the Sync with Beatport button. Choose the appropriate song title and artist. Let's see. It's this one. Okay, and it fills in a bunch of fields for you. This is where folk who love classifying and organizing music will spend a lot of time. You can add tags and edit attributes based on a lot of different criteria, like mood, whether it has a vocal or not, for what venue it can be played at, and even for what time in your set you're most likely to play it. These are all helpful attributes that Beatport Pro uses to tag your tracks, and these are the same attributes that you'll be filtering out later on when you make track searches. Let's try filling them out. I think this is a pretty banging track, and it's a bit deep, so I'll do that, and then it doesn't have a vocal, and I'm thinking I could play this in like a medium-sized club maybe. And I think I'll be playing this at the start of my set, so a warm-up tag. There you go, it's that simple. Now we're gonna try filtering out our searches, and we'll probably make a playlist based on those search results. Let's try that out right now. Let's call it Peak Time Bangers Dance Floor Destruction. Yeah, that sounds just about right. Put it here. Alright, so now all I do is click Add Filter, choose Set Time, choose Peak Hour, and all the tracks with the Peak Hour tag and the Set Time attribute pop up. I can then highlight everything and drag them to the Peak Time Bangers Dance Floor Destruction playlist. Done! Step 2. I really don't like using the internal crate setup in Serato DJ. I was a Tractor user for a long time, and I didn't want to redo all my playlists, so I just grabbed songs from my Max Finder window, which of course isn't the best way to go about picking tracks. Beatport Pro makes it really easy to narrow down songs with the filter feature, so why not use it in tandem with your DJ software? Let's try that out right now. I'm gonna launch Serato DJ. Alright. I can just switch over to the Beatport Pro window. Let me minimize this first. There. Now I can check out all my playlists and search from them for songs that match what I feel should be played next. Once I've chosen, I can then just drop the track onto Serato DJ. As a bonus, I can even take a look at the waveforms of each audio track if I'm not sure of how it's structured. Then again, you should know what you're playing, so I guess this can be used for emergencies. That's it. Do this with all the new music you download from now on. Store them in one folder for easy viewing at first, and then drag them into Beatport Pro. Once it's there, sync them or edit the attributes manually, put them in playlists, and you're good to go. I find this to be one of the quickest ways to build a playlist for a gig, and it's also a clever tool for looking for songs that are best described by other qualities aside from genre. Again, this is Joey for Digital DJ Tips. Grab a copy of Beatport Pro for Mac. It's free and it's good. Now go get organized.